And haste. Boom, let's go. Unleash. Unleash. Hey there, it's James from NeuralNet Games, and today I'm bringing you my skeleton screw deck. Haha, hilarious. It's a great deck that can be extremely explosive, as you saw in the intro. It can get going really quick. It does have a little bit of mid-range power. I did change the deck a little bit as I moved through the games today. I originally started with a version that had Funeral Room in it. I had a few copies of this, 3 at one point, but I just never got to 8 mana, and it didn't seem like I could capitalize on whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. So it didn't really work out for me. The idea was that against control, I would be able to ping them as they killed my stuff and then potentially get to 8 mana. And, you know, I've got a little bit of acceleration in Patchwork Banner, so that helps me get to 8 mana. And if I could get to 8 mana, then I could probably beat control some of the time. I just didn't play a ton of control today, and so it just never came in handy. And every time I drew it, I felt like, oh god, this sucks. So what I did was I put in 4 Gatekeepers of Malakir. These are not skeletons, but I think in a deck like this, they put pressure on the board, and they also keep your opponent's creatures down, which I think is important. So I didn't get to use them a lot because I kind of made that as a mid-game change, but I think this is going to be really good in the deck, right? Also because it's mono black, it's easy to get that kicker. And then I also had in Vampiric Rites as a little bit of extra spice. Sacrifice a creature, you gain 1 life and draw a card. And this was just, again, to give me a little bit of legs against control. So the deck is pretty straightforward, and it's really fun. The skeletons can just go absolutely ham out of nowhere. This card right here is amazing. It is the absolute best card in the deck. And why did I want to try skeletons again after, like, this card's been around since Lost Caverns of Ixalan. It's not a new card. Well, we've got the Death Baron, which is skeletons you control and other zombies you control get +1/+1 and have death touch. And then also utilizing Patchwork Banner, right, from Bloomburrow. So now we've got essentially 10 lords that we can use. And so your skeletons get strong, and they get strong fast. And when you have Corpse of the Lost, they get hasty, and then you just win the game. Everybody kind of knows all these cards. This is one new one from the set that I'm a little bit unsure of. Yes, it's a skeleton, but it's a 1/3 for 2. And this ability, the way I've got this skeleton's deck built, it's probably less useful than it would be in like a discard deck. Like I think this Tiny Bones Bauble Burglar really belongs in more of a discard deck. And that's why I've only got the 1 copy. And sometimes I just felt like, I wish I didn't even have the 1 copy. Anyways, oh yeah, let's talk Haunted Bone Brute too, I guess, right? That's another one that I kind of brought in later on. I think, of course, it's a skeleton. It makes sense for the deck. It's got Menace. The 2/1/1 white dog creature tokens, of course, become problematic. But when you buff this up with any of your, well, these 2 lords, right? +1/+1, the dogs can't kill the Bone Brute anyway. So it does make it a little bit better. So maybe this is 2 copies. And we'll talk more about, you know, other changes in the post-game wraps. Although I don't know if there's, you know, an insane amount more that can be done with skeletons with the current, you know, amount of skeletons in standard. So yeah, the deck's super fun. Great games. Check them out. I'm a small channel. If you like the videos, make sure you hit subscribe, like, comment, do all that good stuff. I love the interaction, and let's get into it. On the play, oof, pretty land heavy, but I don't think I can throw this away. Excuse me, I'm gonna mute to cough. All right, I'm back. Early morning on a weekend here. I'm shooting on a weekend. Oh god, another land, honestly. Okay, well, I've got 6 lands and 8 cards. I need to draw non-lands. I probably have a 70%-ish chance. X-Mage, okay, sure. That is actually pretty fantastic. Okay. I forgive you, deck, for now. Okay, ending the turn. We'll see what they do on their turn. Hold the cut down. I've got a Mishra's Foundry that I can pump up next turn, so I can put a pretty decent amount of damage on them. Okay, so they're going to sacrifice the roll token, right? Great. I like this card. It's a fun card. Sacrifice is just, it's such a fun archetype. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so good. I think we just have to do this right now. They can have their food. Oh, that is absolute beast mode. We're going to play this out. Play our Corpses of the Lost, and it's going to be a serious beating here. Okay, they're going to need a real good turn here. Tiny Bones, we can make him discard too as well. So we'll have discard plus 2 mana left over, so we can maybe utilize something. I don't know. I don't know about this card. It's good just in this deck because it's actually a skeleton, but overall, I don't know where else it actually fits. Okay. They are trying to do something by drawing cards. We're going to manifest Dread. They can get up to 9 and block. But the question is, what are they going to do with their last 2 mana? Yeah, if they just go to 9, we can get them pretty easy here, right? We'll just, send a couple Mishra's Foundries and we'll easily get enough damage in. They've got to deal with 2 creatures? Okay, that's pretty good. They made a creature and got rid of a creature, which is very solid. Can they do anything else? Wow. Pretty wild to get a creature, kill a creature, play a creature. Oh, that's just not even fair, though. We're going to put full pressure on. Okay? You can't do that. Yeah, that's what you're going to have to do. Yep, we're definitely going to take action here. Does leave us open to a cut down, I guess, right here, but that's okay. It was a heck of a last stand kind of turn for them, though. They did get 1 extra turn than I thought they were going to. Now let's see, can they, even if they wipe the board, they're dead. I don't know how they get out of this. This is tough. Oh, I guess that makes sense. It's okay, I still have lots of pressure on board. I can tutor up another one of these if they do kill this skeleton that's suspected as well. So they've got 4 mana. They can gain how much life? Okay. Oh man, pretty awesome. They had a good hand too. I love it. What a game. They're digging too. I appreciate opponents that just don't fold like a cheap suit like this. Well played, Ocean. I don't know how they get out of it, but pretty impressive if they do. I don't see it, but especially because I get their card now. So the best they can really do is kill one creature here. They're not going to get there. GG. On the play. Yep, good hand. Miner, go for the throat, Corpse of the Lost into a Baron. Seems pretty good. Okay, Fairy Dream Thief. I am not wasting a go for the throat on that though. There's no way. Okay. Let's get this done. Virtue? Okay. Not using it. Going straight into corpses. Yes, we're in the lead by 2. What are they gonna play on 3 here? Whatever they play, we're gonna kill it. Duress, eh? Okay. Anoint with Affliction. Yep. Oh, another Fairy Dream Thief. Okay. We take 1. Okay, so it's Death Baron first. Okay. Play our Cult Conscript. Deep Cavern Bat for the go for the throat. Okay, they have officially dissected our hand. We get a Tiny Bones. If they want to double block the land, they can. I don't really care. We're just going to put the massive pressure on them here. I don't think they're playing board wipes. I'm just going to get maximal pressure out. This would have had haste. You're stupid, James. Whoops. We're going to win anyways. Yeah. And they have a Preacher. Okay. Take 1. We play a land. Do we do anything other than just attack? I don't care about the Mishra's Foundry. Yeah. We go all in. Math is for blockers. There's no real decisions to be made here anyways. They can kill the Death Baron with the Preacher, but then they will be at 1. Or they kill the land. Okay. Let's get our own Deep Cavern Bat. No, because then I won't have enough to cast the bat. If I take it back, they have the potential to steal it. I think I'll just decline. I have enough to kill them unless what? What are they going to play that can stop me from killing them? If they take it and make me discard, I lose quite a bit of power on board. I lose 1, 2, 3 power. I'm going to decline. I think it's pretty close, but And just, you know, hand disruption. This game's over. Going out on your own terms, Kalyanka. Love it. On the play, absolutely unkeepable hand. Thank you, Shuffler. Okay, that's better. I don't think you can ever throw away a Corpses of the Lost. It is absolutely the best card in this entire deck, bar none. So, and it's also a card that I can theoretically keep replaying if I descend. So it may help me out of having to mulligan on the play with that garbage. Okay, at least I get a turn to play. Got a skeleton deck. Look out. Coming from the grave. Okay. That's not going to be allowed to happen. You can see my Corpses of the Lost in my land. That's what you're allowed to see. Then I shall use them both. Okay. Afterlife. Let's go. Smashing. Let's smash it. Caustic Bronco. I don't know about this card. I have tried so many times. We're going to kill them here because we're going to get haste. And haste. Boom. Let's go. Unleash. Unleash. I think I'm going to have to mulligan this one. That is better. I guess it's the banner. That way we can make sure to play everything in our hand. Okay, we're going to start with the duress. What are we working with here? Okay. I'll take away the Elspeth's Smite. We got a Beza. They got 2 lands. They got an Overlord of the Mist Moors. Okay. That's okay if they play their Get Lost here. I'm going to play this because Get Lost is essentially useless against this, right? So they're going to play their Virtue. All good. What we have to do is try and figure out how to get a good amount of pressure. Beza is going to do a lot for them most likely, right? You have Hexproof. Does not matter. Yeah. Makes sense. I guess it's little Tiny Bones here. They can get lost it, but I still think I have to play it. So what is it? The Reformer has Vigilance as well, so I guess it's the Reformer. Okay. Elspeth's Smite. Tiny Bones could be the way I win this game. I can't risk it. Yeah, see, now we can create quite a bit of pressure. What am I worried about here? They're going to play this, which is going to play a couple creatures. I can kill Beza. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but I think it does. Yeah, it's going to be impending, but it can't actually do anything. You know what though? We're not getting any value unless we do this out of Tiny Bones, because they're just going to get lost at next turn. Yeah. They can't block unless they block with 2, and then they'll lose that. I'll get that, and then I get to, you know, solve this. Okay, so they think they're on the beatdown plan, do they? That's fair. Okay, so I think we have to duress. Although if we do that... So we duress, we get lost. What else? During your turn. So we'd have to play the get lost right now. I think we have to do it. Okay. Then it's keep up a go for the throat. Or it's duress and take their last card. That's a tough call. They're going to do 6, 7, 8 damage probably to me. Let's do this first. I think I have to try and pick off their map token. Just because I'm a little bit too low. Very unfortunate. That's going to be real tough for us to break through here. Okay, they didn't do anything. I think I have to kill one though, right? I don't know. That at least allows me to attack past. Oh no, they're going to untap. They're going to play this and untap. It's tough. Them drawing that 5th land was just perfect, right? And we just drew our 5th land, but it's useless to us. They have no card to discard. We have a go for the throat. They have 6 damage on board. It's these two. Close game, but we do not have enough juice to finish this, I don't think. Prevent all damage that we deal to you and creatures you control. Okay, then. See that one in a minute. Yep. Can we just get one more kill spell? You know what I haven't seen is the room I put in this deck for matchups like this. Would have got me a heck of a lot closer. So they get to be a 5/4. We just can't quite get there. 2, 5, 8 damage. So close. Let's duress them and see what they got. It's a Vindicator. So they get to 5. Oh, man. So close. It's a good game. Ah, so close. Just need a little bit more early power. On the play, yeah, good hand. Conscript into case. Or anoint with affliction, depending on what the situation is. Or go for the throat, depending on what the situation is. This is some sparkling commentary I have right now. Hope you guys appreciate it. That's a joke, by the way. Okay, that means things are going to be very tough for them. Okay, no priority. In case, corpses is going to put a ton of pressure on them. I think we'll hold the blast zone for now. It's going to be a pretty quick start. Boom. The power. Naya? What are they doing here? Oh, this is just this isn't even fair. It's not fair at all. Just straight nasty. Do they have some sort of life gain source? They gotta kill 2 here. Okay. Oh, I guess they have nothing. Coming out blazingly fast. Opponent goes first. Oh man, I don't know about this. I've got hand disruption. I've got tiny bones. The hand just doesn't do a lot. This is really close. Hand disruption and a blocker with death touch means I can probably keep it. Okay, we're going to duress, I think. Okay. It's probably the Monstrous Rage, right? They're going to play this, then they play it into that. I mean, it doesn't really do them very good against my blocker, though. Let's go Lightning Helix, actually. Oh, they're Yurgoing me. Let's Yurgo them. So petty. Let's hold up the cut down. Let's see if they notice the stick. Did they draw another kill spell? Let's trade. I'm okay with that. Let's play this. And this. They pretty much know I have a cut down, but I'll just hold it to slow them down. Ooh, an Ember Heart. I think I'll probably cut down that, right? It's tough. So they're going to target it. That's okay, actually. Oh, God. The 5th land? Honestly? Seriously? Well, let's see what they do. I got to try and blow them out at least, right? Well, if they have another 1 mana spell, then they just blow us out and they kill us. There's nothing else we can do. I was patient. I need a Corpses of the Lost or something. Something good. Okay. That's their hand. 2 life. We have 2 blockers. Exactly what I was looking for. Say that. Well, hopefully they blank. My opponents never do, but... yeah. See? Of course. They wouldn't have drawn their 5th land. On the play, 1 land, it's pretty good. I do have a 1/2 play with a kill spell. I think I have to keep it. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay, are we actually going to get a control deck now that I've changed certain things in my deck? I've changed this deck a little bit today. Just I had a couple cards in that were good against control, but I never faced control, at least not very often. Now I made it, you know, I've made it a little bit aggro. I've gone through a couple different phases throughout the day. At the end, or at the beginning of the video, you're going to see exactly what I do with it. Really? No land? Painful. I wonder what my chances are of drawing a land in 2 draws. They're probably like close to 70%, right? It's got to be in the mid 30s to 40% each time. Question is, do I play a minor? Or do I keep up a go for the throat? I'm worried about overextending at this point into a temporary lockdown. I mean, they clearly have something. They're just playing patiently. I think it has to be minor. If they have temporary lockdown, they destroy us because we didn't curve out and we have a low curve deck that can be absolutely messed up by temporary lockdown. Okay. No land. I don't think I'm playing Case of the Stashed Skeleton, though. Because temporary lockdown will destroy it. Feels to me like they're waiting for a temporary lockdown. Each time they're trying to decide whether or not they want to use one of their kill spells on it, on the board, right? Nothing? What do they have? Are they going to flash something in now? Sorry, I'm leaning away from my mic. Sound probably changed. Are they going to flash something in? I guess I have to play a Death Baron here, right? Okay, then. Welcome to the post-game wraps. Thanks for watching. Thank you for making it this far. Appreciate all your support. What would I change? I would take out Tiny Bones. There is another 2-mana skeleton. It's essentially just a vanilla 2/2 for 2 mana. Probably just as good or better, and then you don't have to waste wild cards. What is it actually called here? Fleshless Gladiator. So Fleshless Gladiator, probably better, especially if you don't have this crafted. I would never craft this card. I wish I hadn't already. I almost crafted 2 of them. Which makes me kind of sad. Don't craft it. I would play this, or I would add in another Hunted Bone Brute at the very least, just because like with the Lords, the dogs aren't nearly as big of a problem to the Bone Brute, and it can just smash in, right? And then of course you can use the disguise ability, which means you don't actually create the dogs. So I think just, yeah, another Hunted Bone Brute, take out Tiny Bones. Other than that, I think the deck is pretty solid. I'd love to hear your take on the Gatekeeper of Malakir. So would I craft this deck if I were you? This is definitely above 50% win rate. It is not a tier 1 deck. It's somewhere around tier 2, maybe tier 2.5. When it hits right, and when you get Corpses of the Lost going, it feels unstoppable. Like on the play with Corpses of the Lost on 3, it's an absolute juggernaut. But if not, it can run out of gas, and sometimes you can't get there because Cult Conscript and Forsaken Miner, and you've got all these little 1-drops that don't really do anything unless you kind of pull your Lords at the right time, and you've got to make sure that you pull them on time as well, right? And then it has enough removal. It's like right on the verge of enough removal, I would say. Now, when you add in Gatekeeper of Malakir, it's probably good enough. But if you don't have Gatekeepers of Malakir, you may want to add in, a little bit more removal and a couple Fleshless Gladiators. Anyways, I'd love to hear what you think about the deck, your experiences. I love to hear comments, things of that nature. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.